Hello, everyone, and welcome to this training on how to overcome fear in order to pursue your higher identity. My name is Dominique Narciso, and I'm a certified high performance coach, author, and international speaker. And I am thrilled to be here with you today because fear is the number one thing that's going to stop you from doing what you want to do in life. Fear is the number one thing that is going to prevent you from taking the actions you need to prove to yourself that you're capable of making big changes, small changes, any type of change in your life. When I'm working with clients, it's often they tell me I feel stuck, or I don't know what to do next, or I don't even know what first step to take. And when I hear that, what I hear is there is some narrative within their mind that's telling them they're not capable, they're not enough, they need to learn more skills, all of these different stories that prevent them from moving forward. And I was there too. I didn't know what I wanted to do in my career when I was at a crossroads. I didn't know what steps to take. I didn't know what books to read. I just felt lost. I felt stuck. And part of that was thinking, what if I can't, succeed in a different career? What if I fail? What if I waste my entire education at Georgetown and UCLA and do something that is, completely unrelated to my major? And the reality is that these stories and these thoughts control you. If you have these thoughts that make you anxious and make you scared and make you fearful, you are not going to take action because you're not living and thinking and being and moving through life from a place of empowerment. And so I'm going to teach you just a few strategies to overcome the fear so that you can move forward in your life. All right. So just a few questions. Make sure you take out your journals. First is, what are you trying to control? Anytime we feel some type of resistance, anytime we feel some type of fear, there's something that we're trying to control. So ask yourself, what are you trying to control? Second, when you are trying to make a new decision, what are you focusing your attention on? What are you focusing your attention on? Are you focusing on the negative things that can happen? Or are you focusing on the positive things that can happen? I remember when I was shifting careers and I was trying to figure out, do I want to pursue entrepreneurship again after failing the first time? Do I want to put myself out there? What do I want to do? Initially, my thought was gosh, I'm not sure. I don't know if I can hack it. There you go. I don't know if I can hack it. That's what I told myself. I don't know if I'm capable of making money. I don't know if someone's going to, if I'm even going to succeed. And so I had these initial thoughts that were focused on the bad things that can happen, the negative things that can happen, the doubt. However, when I started to shift my thinking and instead tell myself, well, what if I do make a lot of money? Or what if I, find the job of my dreams? What if I get to help a lot of people? And, when I started thinking those thoughts, naturally and physiologically, my body started to feel better. I started to feel more positive, more hopeful about the future. So when you are looking at a decision or you're looking at a choice that you have to make in the future, what are you focusing your attention on? Are you focusing on the negative things or are you focusing on the positive things? And if you are focusing on the negative things, try to flip those thoughts around and ask yourself, well, what good could come of this? What will I learn? How will I grow? And when you start to think in that way, the fear, it gets pushed to the side because now you're empowered. Now you're thinking from a place of, I can grow. I can learn how to do it. I'm capable of becoming this new person. I can build the skills. I can read the books. I can take the courses. I can get the certifications. Every time that we're moving into this new identity, and now we're getting into this aspect of pursuing the higher identity. And when I say higher identity, I mean, from a very simple standpoint, your best self, your future best self. Who is that next version of you that feels better, that feels the day, that engages with life, that has thriving relationships, and that has meaningful and engaging work? If you feel like this is it, this is how my life is like, that's a choice. That is a choice to accept what is, and that you have no agency to figure it out or to make it better. But if you have that sense that, yes, you do have agency, yes, you do have choice, yes, you are capable of moving forward, then I encourage you to think deeply about what is it that you're trying to control and what is it that you're focusing your attention on, because that fear, if you don't move that to the side, you won't be able to step into abundance. You won't be able to step into something that is greater than yourself. So as you're pursuing the higher identity, you start to bring awareness to what you are thinking. What are you thinking, and what can you change about your thinking so that you can start believing that that future best self is possible? That future house by the beach or at the mountains, or maybe it's a boat on the ocean, is possible for you. What kinds of thoughts would it take to believe in a new future? What kinds of thoughts would it take to believe in a new future? As much as we can change our physical environment and take action externally, a lot of transformation happens internally and externally, both at the same time. You have to be thinking new thoughts that are empowering, that are going to push you into that higher self, into that higher identity. And also doing new things that are going to push you and help you and reinforce this vision that you have in your mind. And second, after you bring awareness to your thoughts, to how you are thinking, bring intention to what you are doing. Bring intention to what you are doing. How do you have to live this day to take one step forward towards the vision of the future, towards your vision of the future? How do you have to live this week? Like, what outcomes do you need to experience, or what outputs? Like, what do you actually have to do? What do you have to get done so that you get the results that you need for this particular week? Same thing for your months. What intention are you setting for your month so then you can create this momentum that is required to pursue greatness, to pursue your higher self? So fear and pursuing that future vision, it's a hard journey. And it's also a simple journey because it's also just a choice that you make. When you make the decision and you draw that line in the sand and then you tell yourself, from this day forward, my life is going to be different. From this day forward, I'm going to take care of this body that I have. I'm going to take care of my relationships. I'm going to take care of my finances. I'm going to take care of my mission and my work. I'm going to take care of the people in my life that are most important to me. It's just a decision. And when you set that decision, of course, fear will always come in because it's natural to human beings. But when you set that decision and you choose to live a life with a higher purpose, to live a life that is moving towards your future best self, you become courageous. You become braver each day. And you start doing things that maybe like even a couple months ago you would have never done, because you've developed this level of confidence that is so strong and that is so aligned and so congruent with who you want to become, that the actions you take, it just flows. And that's essentially what I hope that you can get out of these trainings, and that what you can get out of everything that I teach and that I coach on, because your next best self, it's just right around the corner. You just have to choose it. It's that, Dom, like, oh, it's that simple, Dom. No, it is that simple. You just have to choose it. And then you just have to take that one next step. Because as you take those steps that are different than what you've been taking usually, like your current habits, you start to shift. And when you start making that shift, you shift your entire life. But it starts small. If you think transformation is like this overnight thing that happens, it's not. It's over time. And sometimes you move forward. Sometimes you take some steps back. And it's like, it's this dance that you have with life, because life is going to ask you, are you really serious about this decision? Or are you just playing around? But when you get serious and you do take the steps, you know, life will answer back and be like, oh, she's serious this time. You know, well, let's send her more opportunity. And so it is this dance between conquering your fears and pursuing your higher identity. And I believe, you know, and as living proof as well, I wrote a book last year, and I never thought, even just a few years ago, that I would ever write a book. My kids put a sticker on it. You know, you are capable of so much more than you think. You are capable of so much more than you even believe. Even when I'm thinking about myself, like, I'm capable of so much more. And there are still, and there will continue to be things that I need to work through to get to a higher level. And so wherever you are in your life, you are capable of making that change. You are capable of making that decision that will push you and catapult you into an amazing future. But you have to make the decision. You have to take the first step. You have to change your thoughts. You have to be the person you want to be in the future. That is not even the secret. That is just the simplicity of growing as a human being, is deciding who you want to be and then be it. All right, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Make sure you send me a DM on Instagram at domnarciso and let me know what you learned, and also subscribe to my email list at www.domnarciso.com. I look forward to serve you and continue helping you on your journey of success, on your journey of high performance, on your journey of living a life that is truly inspiring to you. Because when you live an inspired life, you inspire others. All right, be bold, be positive, and take action every day. Make sure that you check out more of my content here, and we'll see you in the next video.